last great thing, the last really, truly great experience I had with Michael, we had lots of experiences after this, but the last truly great one was one of the best ones I've ever had in my life. And we went to, it's really quite an amazing story within the story. We all went to San Diego for the 1972 World Contest, and this is when it imploded, right? There was no more. After that, there was like a wasteland for 5 years, no world titles, and obviously, this was a one-off world championship. It's really the amateur world championship. But the best of the best, the sport was still amateur. The best of the best went to it. Michael was the Australian champion. I was a junior in the Australian team. We were there, and about halfway through, and I'm hanging with Michael. In fact, what happened was that I was living in another room in the hotel. And Peter Townend, who was really wanted to focus on this contest, came up and said, "Oh, look, would anyone be interested in swapping rooms with me? I'm in a room with Michael Peterson, my MP, and Andrew McKinnon." And they kind of dropped their rivalry because they're now on the Australian team together. But the thing is that PT found it too distracting because Michael had a cult following over there. And now you got to remember, San Diego down at Ocean Beach around 1972. Was like the best way I can describe it was a cross between Woodstock and Cheech and Chong on the beach. It was just amazing scenes, and people were leaving kind of gifts on his doorstep, all kinds of gifts, and it was a wild thing. He had a cult following, and PT said, "Look, is there anyone who be prepared to swap rooms?" And I just went, hands shot straight up. I went, "That sounds exciting." I said, "Let me get in down into that action. I mean, that sounds great." First of all, these guys came through this town and made this little, became a little cult movie called Dogs Run Free, and they captured footage of us tube riding at Kira, and really good shots of MP and me, and PT, and apparently it toured America, and it was this underground movie. And they just heard of him, through word of mouth, there was this guy down there at a place called Kira and all that. And he was 19, he was Australian champion. I mean, he was just word of mouth, but it was a cult thing. They knew he was different. Yeah, they were just leaving gifts and offerings and things. It was just amazing. But this one girl came by and she took him and me. She had this red convertible, and we were going cruising up and down the coast, and I'm just, I'm in La La Land. I'm at the top of my life. I don't give a care about the contest. I'm just absolutely. We went to Trestles when Richard Nixon was hiding out from Watergate, and he was in the Western White House, and we saw this wave and tried to get to it, and the military got us, military police. I mean, it was just crazy stuff going on. We went to Mexico, and so there was quite a fateful trip to Mexico though, because Mark Richards and I couldn't get in. We were too young. We didn't have the guardianship papers.
How old were you?
17. And Michael got in, of course, and but I didn't realise what he bought till a bit later. And then this guy turned up, this Australian guy, Greg Strickland, turned up. And he came up to our room and he started filling our heads full of this vision. He's going, "Man, you guys, your destiny is in Hawaii. You've got to go to Hawaii." He painted this picture. And it's seriously what happened. And we ended up going, "Well, wow, I mean, let's go." And we went then. We went. We just snuck out from the Australian team and went to the San Diego airport and got our tickets. You had to fly via Honolulu. You couldn't get direct flights to the US. So we had a ticket to Hawaii, but it was just going to be Honolulu then Sydney. So we just want to get to Honolulu. It was fine. They let us do it. Next minute, we're going, this is 1972, October 72, they just had the Munich Olympics, and there's terrorism. And when we walk through that metal detector, I've gone first, and I'm walking out to the tarmac to get on the plane, and all the bells went off behind me. And I looked behind, and there's MP, and he seriously had the hair down to here, and he just had this leather jacket on. He just looked like you know, just something from another planet, I tell you. And all the bells are going off, and underneath the jacket is the switchblade he bought in Tijuana. So he tried to walk onto a jumbo jet in 1972 with a switchblade, looking like he did. And he got frog marched off. So I'm on my way to Hawaii alone now. Like, you know, I've abandoned this trade team. I'm not flying to Hawaii. It was amazing. I met every plane for a couple of days, and he finally arrived. And I said to him, how did you get out? I mean, how did you get through this? And he turned around, and he's called me Chine, like a China plate. He said, Chine, I told him nothing. I told him goddamn nothing. Like, as a true terrorist would, you know, like, they finally realised he was just this, you know, like imbecile from Australia, you know, that just didn't have a clue what he was doing. And that was the best thing that could happen. So they let him go to Hawaii. Took the knife off him. We've landed in Hawaii, got a cab out to the North Shore in the middle of the night, and I thought the North Shore was like Kira Point with street lights and all that, but there was no electricity. We hear the crack of the surf. We got out of the taxi, and this is where the first part of our fallout happened, was because I had raised $100 for this trip, and over in California didn't spend any money. We were looked after. And I had these $520 travel checks, and the cab fare was $57 US, which was a lot of money back then. And he got me to pay for it, and he said, I'll fix you up. I mean, at his book launch, his mum still, you know, made point of the fact that out of the royalties, they're going to fix me up for that. But you know, the thing is that we just made our way down the beach. And we just made camp under this tree. Woke up at dawn like, you know, like castaway. It was just incredible. Right in front of this insane surf break, Rocky Point. And it was small, 4 foot, and we surfed it by ourselves. Only one other kid came out. So we're living under this tree for a few days. It's going on, and we found these coconut trees and banana trees and pawpaw. So we're living off the land. And it's just a wonderful experience. And then about the third night, it really pelted down rain, and the wonder ceased, and it became quite miserable. And then we were like stray cats. We made our way up onto the porch of this A-frame, and it just so happened it was the A-frame that two guys called Al Chapman and Sam Hawke lived in, who were the all-time legends. I'd studied them at this day called Big Monday Pipeline. It was a famous day in 1971, and they were just legends at Sunset and Waimea Bay, just full helmet, you know, and it was their porch. And this big Hawaiian in the morning, like we woke up with this big Hawaiian guy kicking us, you know, like he kicked Michael, and we just woke up kind of startled, and he said, what the fuck, you know, it was like, what are you doing here? And then then Al Chapman came in and recognised Michael. And next minute, this big Hawaiian guy is handing Michael like a chillum. You know, it was like unbelievable. Oh, yeah, straight cats, just, you know, sleeping on the porch. A couple of, you know, what are these clowns doing? And then they took us in. And then for the next about week or so, about 10 days, we just had this Disneyland style trip where we're surfing Jolyon, and you know, we met Hawaiians, and they're taking us to all these backtracks and surfing these incredible spots, like taboo spots. And our tube riding skills at Kira came in so handy over there. Like we were blowing minds on these 4 to 6 foot days, like really blowing minds, and it culminated with on this one day where the swell had come up to what we would think was 6 to 8 foot Australian size. And we surfed Sunset Point, and it was a beautiful swell just early in the rise, and we're taking off deep up at boneyards and getting these back on these sections and getting barrel after barrel after barrel, and the Hawaiians were hooting, like people were hooting us, and it was like incredible. We were on the time of our life. We came in from that surf and basically we're just about high-fiving each other, just going, we're just shadowing, you know. what it was all about out there. And then what had struck us is this whole time Sam and Al's not surfing. And all these guys we've heard of, these legends from Hawaii that have been in the movies, you don't see any of them. And then we realised what happened was that night the A-frame was shaking, and I thought we were having an earthquake. The boards in the rafters were kind of moving, and then what had happened was a swell came, like a real one. Like we were just sort of kiddie land, thinking that we'd just killed it, and we were actually just surfing when they still call it flat.